Hello and welcome to episode 465 of the Mark and Me podcast. As always, I'm your host Mark. Now, joining me on today's episode is an incredible human being, Jack from the awesome band Leap. Now, as you're sitting here, we're literally hours away from their brand new album coming out literally tomorrow. I hope you all go and check this out. It's their debut album called ENTROPY, and it's just fucking awesome. Truly a band you need to see. And the good news is, when I say that, they're just about to embark on some UK dates, so it is really perfect timing that if you listen to today's interview, you fall in love with this band, which hopefully you get to do because of the power of Mark and Me. You can then go and get the album in a few hours and then go and see them on tour. That's pretty good timing. And I can't wait to share that interview with you in just a couple of minutes' time. Right, let's talk about my last episode. It was huge. I was joined by Roddy from Idlewild. What an amazing, incredible interview. What a great guest. And thank you so much to everyone that took the time to listen, because I had more downloads than ever for this. It was insane. Thanks to the band as well, and to Roddy for sharing it, because I saw loads of new listeners jump on board, loads of new faces following me on my socials, so thanks so much. But today, it's all about a band that you need to know about, Leap. So, here's me and Jack talking all things Leap. So Jack, welcome to the Mark and Me podcast.
Thank you so much, mate. Lovely to be here.
It's an absolute honour to have you. And as this is your first time, there's
Yes.
always the first question I ask anyone when they first come on. And
Okay.
what I like to do, dude, is I love to take it right back to the very beginning. So when
Okay.
you were growing up, do you remember, even if it's really embarrassing and you don't like telling people, the first album that you went out and bought with your own money?
Ooh.
Let's have some honesty now as
One, mate,
well.
'cause I didn't grow up in a very musical house, mate. I was actually quite late to like buying music and stuff. But do you know what? I think it was actually my older brother. He convinced me at one point that he was actually the lead singer of Savage Garden, which
Savage
is insane,
Garden.
bro. So I literally had to go out to fucking Woolworths, get myself one of the little singles.
That's amazing.
Just to prove him wrong, man. I don't know how he was convincing me. I was a young lad, very impressionable, but
Wow.
yeah. So I think it must have been Savage Garden, bro. That was the first. That was the first one. I'll be flying to the moon and back.
Do you know
Yeah,
that's a tune?
it is a tune, mate. It still hits to this day, bro.
I wonder what they're doing.
I have no idea.
Probably not a lot, but
No,
they're probably playing clubs and just playing that.
yeah, could be worse, mate. It could be a worse way of life. It's a bit like Hanson.
Yeah, and I had
Mbop.
do you know I had on this podcast that'll kind of go into that category as well? Ace of Base.
Ace of Base.
Do you remember
Sounds
them, or is
familiar,
that?
man.
Oh, this is when we show our age difference. They did like All That She Wants Is Another Baby. Have you heard
Oh
that?
yeah, I know that tune, yeah, but I don't. I
Yeah.
wasn't familiar with the name.
So that was quite a big one-hit wonder. But what about live music then? So, do you remember that
So,
first gig?
yes, I do remember the first gig. The first gig I ever went to was Baby Shambles
Fucking
at
hell, dude.
dude, it was heavy. I got a pint of piss tossed in at
Ugh.
one point, mate, because the pit was insane. I was like 14. I managed to use my older brother's like ID to get in. It was in Glasgow. I remember going to Primark on the day with my mates and like picking up our first pair of like like a pair of skinny jeans, some rosary beads. And, like,
The right outfit for it.
yeah, I actually, dude, I went the full thing, and I got what are those little hats? The pork pie hats. I went
Wow.
full in with it, bro. It was yeah, it was an experience, man. It was a great gig.
It's a great
Like,
first one. And they're
ended,
back now. They've just announced more tours.
have they?
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
So
It's
that'd be a
great,
proper
man.
trip down memory lane. But
Yeah.
what was the venue? It wasn't.
It was
You
the
said it's
STCC, I think it's called in Glasgow. It's
nice.
a big old place, man. It's like, yeah, 3,000 cap or whatever, and they had the Fratellis opening. It was carnage, mate. It was proper carnage.
So to be fair, dude, that's a hell of a good one. Like some
It was
people
a good
come on
one.
and they're like, "Oh, it's this Battle of the Bands," and I saw this tribute band or something. But you're like
I
Baby
went
Shambles,
straight
Pete
in.
Doherty. What a
I
front
went,
man.
yeah. Man, what a legend, mate. Yeah.
Absolutely unreal. So was that a point where you were like, I want to be in a band? Because you said you didn't really come from a musical
Yeah.
house, so
Well, I suppose how it happened is a few of my mates started listening to people like bit like Blink 182 vibes and Offspring and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm digging that. And then I just wasn't really very good at anything else at school. And also, I was like 14 and looked like nine. Do you know what I mean? So
that'll work in
like,
your favor. When you're 40, you're going to look 30.
yeah, I hope so, bro. But so I needed some extra powers of persuasion with the ladies. So I tried to like I got myself a guitar on eBay for like 28 quid or whatever, and then just started learning some barcode tunes. And
Then
that's
you can
how,
play everything. You can play Nirvana, Green
yeah,
Day,
man. Yeah.
Offspring.
Go to
Yeah,
town. Go to town.
that's good. And did them feel like you aged proper and you looked 20 again with a guitar in your hand?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I did the school talent show a year later and I won that one. So I was buzzing, mate.
Did it feel like winning the X Factor at that
It,
age?
it did, mate. Dude, it was a glorious moment for young Jack and
And
his
then the
life.
girls came because they want a bit of that success.
Yeah, but I still look like nine, mate. So it was tough, bro. It was rough. It was rough out there for a while, man. It was rough.
No guitar can change time.
Exactly, exactly.
So what age did you then? Okay, you got a guitar. You've been to see some good bands. You've been to some
Mm,
great albums. At what point are you actually, even with a victory of winning the battle of the bands at school, like the talent
mm.
contest, when is it that you're thinking to yourself, I actually want to do this and make a go of it and actually be taken seriously?
So that would have been, so I was living up in Edinburgh at the time with my family, going to school there when I was 16, and I was just like deciding whether to go and do A levels. Um, and yeah, and I just knew that I wasn't really doing very well at school. And I thought I'm actually all right at this music thing. And it was like a fee paying school. So my dad's like was buzzing for me to leave. He's like, please leave.
Yeah, I want some
Uh,
money back.
yeah, exactly. So at that point, I moved down to Brighton when I was like, yeah, just turned 17 and got a little flat there. And I went to BIM, which is like the Brighton
Yeah.
Institute of Music. So that's when it
That took
all,
some balls, dude. That's like
yeah,
being
bro.
up in Scotland,
Yeah,
nice little,
especially when you're still looking like 11 at that stage as well.
you're getting ID to get on the
Yeah.
bus. What was it like then? Did you feel like having that education, going to specifically just focus on music,
Mm.
was it because you put all your eggs in one basket and you took that risk and you're like, you kind of have to prove to your parents and family, like, I'm fucking gonna make it, otherwise I look a dickhead.
Yeah, defo, mate. And there was also that feeling of like when everyone else was going to uni and all that stuff, and you feel like, oh, am I like missing out on like the normal journey that most like kids have growing up? But I'm so glad that I did, man, because I wouldn't be the same person if I didn't make those
No.
decisions. You know what I mean? So
And it isn't for everyone. Like, a lot of parents are like, you need to get a proper job. Like, you need to go out
yeah,
there and earn a living, especially if they
yeah,
come from a background where they're not musicians and they've not had a successful career in
yeah. My
creative
parents
stuff.
were always so sound about it. To be honest, they're both super like creative people. Like, my mom's a graphic designer, and my old man was in like advertising, so like did like creative stuff, and he thought I was great, and he was all for it, man. So it was nice to have their support on these things, and yeah, it started coming together quite quickly when I moved down to Brighton. Like,
It's a great place to be, isn't it? Especially the music scene there with bands like Royal Blood and stuff.
defo, mate, yeah, and it's such a nice sort of size for when you're just going to your first city as like a younger lad. It's not like crazy big, but there's a lot of music venues about, a lot of cool people, and I had a really good time, man. It was great.
I've always preferred going to Brighton than London. London's too busy, there's too much
Hmm.
pretentious
Where are
people.
you? Where are you
I'm in
based?
Shropshire, mate. I'm bang in the middle. So,
Shropshire, mate. The
yeah.
hood.
Shropshire's the place where there's grass, there's sheep,
I
there's
love it,
farms,
mate.
there's
I love
no,
it.
the life and the pace is just, for me, I just want an easy life, be able to take the dogs for a walk. I don't want city life, dude. It's too busy for
Yeah,
me.
I could do small doses of the countryside,
Yeah.
but then I just get itchy feet, mate.
Yeah, but I've
I
got
can't.
Manchester an hour away. I've got Liverpool an hour away.
Decent.
I've got Birmingham an hour away. If I want to go to a gig, I can just drive, be a city boy for a few
Yeah,
days, come back.
love it, mate. You're living that good life.
It's all right. It's not too bad. It's a good balance. So
Yeah.
I don't know the whole history of Leap. I know you
Mm.
obviously you came out and I can see you've had lots of EPs to start with in
Yeah.
2022, 23, 24, leading up to this big album release. Were you able to kind of instantly think that the people you were with are going to be someone you're going to spend a lot of time with and hopefully really go on this big journey with?
Oh, dude, 100%. Like I don't know if it's like that common in bands, but we are literally genuinely four best mates.
Yeah,
So I couldn't have asked for better people to be on like the journey with. Do you know what I mean? Like Hector, the drummer, I've known since I was like 3 years old at school. We literally met at nursery.
that's
And then,
amazing.
yeah, and then Declan I met in a pub about 12 years ago. Literally just absolutely loose, just complimenting each other on our denim jackets, and then I ended up asking him out for a little man date the next day, and he ended up bringing a friend along with him because he thought I was maybe like asking him out, you know what I mean? But
You're like, no, dude, I just,
yeah, yeah,
and
I
then
just
you
like
went, then you
he's
went
a
to,
friend.
then you went to Primark together to get more jackets
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
to try and look cool.
And then Adam was the final like piece of the puzzle,
Yeah.
and he's just slotted in so nicely. We met him must have been what like 5 years ago, and he's honestly just like loveliest, funniest dude, and he's dude crazy talented. He used to be before he was a musician. He used to be like one of those dancing kids that was on like what's it called, Got to Dance or whatever. He was the kid who was doing little backflips at the front of the
Oh,
dance.
right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, very talented dude, and he's just a sweetheart. So like, yeah, the last few years of touring, even though it sort of just came out of nothing and so randomly because we didn't really have any fan base in Europe, but we just started touring out there a couple of years ago and shows started selling out, and it's just the journey's just it's just been amazing, man. It's been so much fun, and we've got to meet so many awesome people.
You couldn't have. I know everyone has expectations, and going
Mm.
down to Brighton, your family's supporting you. You're
Mm.
thinking you're going to do the best you can, but surely, even in the last year alone, you could have never expected it to kind of move this fast.
Mm. Dude, yeah, I guess so, man. I'm so grateful for everything that's going on right now. I think the hardest thing about being a musician is everyone's gonna have so much like self-doubt that they have to like get past. And if you can sort of like if you can overcome that, then that's one of the biggest hurdles, do you know what I mean? And I think we really threw ourselves into this album and just like with full belief, like knowing where we want to go, and we see ourselves playing on really big stages really soon. So it's super nice feeling to have it sort of everything validated a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like all the previous decisions building up to things, there's certain times where you question your decisions a little bit, and
Every day, mate. Like as a
yeah,
human
you know
being
what I
alone,
mean?
never mind. There's you question everything. If you overthink,
Yeah,
you can overthink being an overthinker.
exactly, bro. Exactly, yeah. So it's
And
just yeah, just
you only get, and this is not to put any pressure on you because it's
mm,
already recorded, it's ready to go.
mm,
You only get that one debut album. You only get that
yeah,
one shot, and it's amazing if you love bands that have evolved. So Green Day really hit it off when they brought out Dookie. That was their moment that really took
mm,
them. You mentioned Offspring today. It wasn't until Smash that they really made it.
yeah,
Bands sometimes can just come and have that moment, like Pearl Jam from the moment they came out with 10. People were like, "Fuck, this band's brilliant." And what I think is good about a debut is you're going to pour your heart and soul and
mm,
every bit of you into it because you want to kind of make your mark, don't you? You want people to be like, this band are fucking awesome.
yeah, for sure, man.
So I'm not adding pressure, but my
Mm,
favorite bands I listen to are like Biffy Clyro.
yeah, I
Um,
love a bit of Biffy,
I
mate. I've seen
fucking
them
love them.
multiple times.
Yeah, and I love their early debut album, Black and Sky, because it's raw. It's got them
Yeah,
bleeding their heart and soul into these songs. You can hear that they've put everything into it. They've not got the budget to have like string sections and all this incredible production.
yeah.
And for you, do you get nervous knowing that you're not far from hitting that button now for the world to hear?
I would say I would say it's a little bit past the point of like nerves now because it's all like written and recorded and stuff. It's now just genuinely excited.
That's good.
Because I really am confident in the record. Like, even though we've got a super small team, it's just me, the band, and our manager and our producer, Tom Leach, who's like an old friend. And I really think it's a really good record, man. I think it's got a lot of good tunes on there, and it's I know it's coming from a place that's quite real, like in terms of the lyrics, reflecting some of like my journey with mental health and stuff. And I feel like I spoke really honestly about things in that, and I hope people take something positive away from that. And I just think sonically, it's got some bangers in there, bro. So I'm hopeful that people dig it in the same way that we all do, and we're hyped to play it on tour, man. Because there's a lot of new songs that we haven't played live before, and it's been a little minute since we've played live. So.
Isn't that exciting as well when you get those new songs? You can try the dynamics, you can try the excitement. As a
Mm,
set of four people that have been playing quite a lot of the same songs for the last year, you're now like, right, here's some fucking new blood. Let's see how these go down. Let's hear how
mm,
we can kind of take this from the record and do it justice live. Because sometimes it's
yeah,
not easy if you've done a couple of overdubs or extra guitars or beefed it up in the choruses with,
definitely,
you know.
man. They don't always translate live,
No,
and it's such a nice feeling because it's kind of like flirting with the audience, but you're trying a new sort of pickup line or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
massively. And is this
It's
chat
like,
line going to
is
work,
this
you know?
is this vibe? Am I vibing right now? Like, um, but yeah, I'm confident that people will dig them, and yeah, it's been fun learning them as well, man. They're a little bit different to the stuff that we've done before, like just structurally, and got some sort of interesting dynamic moments and stuff. We're trying to get a little bit more creative with like how we're structuring the set, so it's not just like one big thing after the next. Like we kind of want a little bit more dynamic to the set and stuff now. So.
And that's important. Bands again that I love, people like Queens of the Stone Age. Off the top of my head, bands like Thrice, even Paramore.
Mhm.
When I go and see
Mhm.
them live, I'm really impressed because it's so good with the dynamics. It's not just doo, 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 doo in your face. It's like
Yeah.
you really appreciate those breakdowns or those real, melodic kind of build-ups. It makes you appreciate the
Sure.
choruses so much more.
Definitely, mate. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for a hench mosh pit. Like I
Yeah,
love it. But I just don't think you can sustain it a whole gig. You
no,
literally feel fucked up by the end if you're doing that for too long, and you kind of want to go on a bit of an emotional journey as well. And so I'm hoping that some of these new songs that have a little bit more of a deeper side to them can connect people as well. Like having those moments where they can take a little breath after the pit and just, you know what I mean, just
breathe.
take it out. Yeah, breathe. Yeah.
So you are not afraid to be completely honest about your journey and the ups
Mm,
and the downs and the roller coaster journey you've been on, especially through your lyrics. And I feel that you've really let yourself be exposed by the listeners now to what really happened in your life and what really is going on and your battles with mental health. And I always look at albums a bit like my interviews, they're like a snapshot of time. So if I go back and listen
mm,
to my podcast a year ago, I might be talking about how I've just got married or something's really incredible and life's great and I'm celebrating that moment. But also, I'm not scared to admit, when I've not had good times and I kind of feel like the world can then be on
mm,
this journey with me. And I believe as a musician, especially a vocalist who writes their own lyrics, you're
mm.
kind of publishing your diary for the world to listen to.
Exactly, mate. Yeah.
And
It's
that's big, you've got to be, it's not even raw. You've got to be
such
brave. I think it's brave
well, I think yeah, so yeah, definitely, mate. I
because you're not faking it. You're not talking about a 14-year-old when you were 14 and a date that went wrong. You're talking about real fucking shit that's happened to you.
yeah, man. I think there's something that's so just like liberating though about being really open and honest about it all. Just like I think there's so many people out there that when they're having sort of feeling like they're having a bit of a wobbly moment that they have a really tough time talking about it. And that,
Yeah.
that applies to a lot of people, but if you can put it into a tune and then people can relate to it and it almost just feels like you're getting on with that and it allows you to like process it a little bit more and then you can just like move on to the next chapter and just like look forward. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like it's almost like a celebration of those darker moments, but it's kind of the darker moments that make you the person that you are. Do you know what I mean? I think. Um,
Do you feel a bit vulnerable when you're writing them down and then knowing that someone can listen and relate to it?
wow, I haven't really thought about it like that.
Because what will happen, I'm not trying to get too
Yeah,
deep, but
yeah.
someone will listen and be like, oh my God, this band's fucking amazing. And they'll listen to Jack's lyrics. And I know I'm talking about you as an outsider, but it's easier than me
Mm,
putting it all on you as the emphasis. and someone will listen and be like, "Oh my God!" Like even the person on stage who I look up to is going through what I'm going through. Like it's a
Yeah.
real thing. I think sometimes people think musicians or famous people don't fear or have upset or heartache or even depression and anxiety because
Mhm.
they're put on this pedestal where they're like, oh, Brad Pitt's going to be fine all the time because he's a millionaire and he's in loads of
Yeah.
films. And, you know, Pete Doherty's a really successful musician and a front in a band. He's not going to be upset, but people have and are entitled to feel shit and have bad days and be
Most,
depressed and be
dude,
upset.
most definitely, dude. Like, because I was basically, when I was 21, I was diagnosed bipolar. So I've had a big old journey of like, there's been times where I haven't been able to get out of bed because I've been feeling so low. And then other times where I'm like having manic highs, thinking every idea that I've got is like the best thing in the world. And just like that spectrum of emotion. And it's like sometimes when you're singing these quite meaningful songs on stage, you look at people in the eye and there's almost like a genuine chemical reaction going on because you can see. I feel like when someone's a little bit depressed or like anxious or whatever, you can kind of see that in their eyes. Their eyes go a little sort of tint darker, and you
It's
feel like
true.
you're sharing like a little bit of a chemical reaction, and it's a really good feeling, man. It's a really good feeling. Um, and it's just, yeah, it's quite an emotional sort of journey, but I'm just hoping that by being honest about these things and that people can, feel that they can do the same, and also just they can see someone that's having a really great time up there, but has also been through such low moments. It's important for people to remember that there is like a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a way forward, and I like to think that doing a small little bit to help with that.
There's always hope, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Wow, this got real dark, didn't it, mate?
It's not even dark,
Jeez.
it's real.
Yeah, it's real, mate. I wasn't
Mate, I
expecting.
go to counselling, I have therapy, I've been on antidepressants in my life, I've gone through
Oh
heartache, I've
yeah,
gone.
what NCDs are you on, mate?
I can't talk about it on these podcasts. People will
Oh,
then be
sorry.
messaging me, but I'll tell you off record. But they all make a difference, and I'm never scared to talk to people about exactly what struggles I have and what other people have had. And
Mm.
I don't think it's all this perfect life that everyone has to try and put on. And when you go on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, I think you should be allowed to not try and put this life up that everybody thinks is like make believe. Like, oh, everything's great. I'm having
Mm.
the greatest day of my life. I'm so happy. Life is perfect. It's not, is it?
Yeah, no, you're right. But then it's so nice when you can find a community of like-minded individuals that have all sort of seen that little bit of the darker edge of life, and
Yeah.
they're just like they're at home with it. You know what I mean? They're just, and that's kind of what the Leap family's been for me a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Just meeting all these people that I feel like have gone through so many of the same things that I've been through, and there's just that connection without even saying anything. It's just you already know.
So, what do you do when you're under the limelight? You've got to do a gig and
Mm.
you're not feeling it. Like you're,
Well,
you
I've
know,
been lucky enough, like the last like 3 years or so, I've been pretty stable.
yeah,
So no like crazy ups or downs. Um, but how do I deal with the sort of limelight when I'm not feeling super confident? I guess I'm luckily enough, the boys in the band are all like lead singers in their own right. They're all proper like show offy lads that love the limelight. So I can definitely like push it on them. I love
yeah.
doing that. They're keen for it, mate. They're
So you're not wearing a
tend
mask. You're being yourself. You're going on stage. You're being you.
uh well, no, I'd say there's definitely been certain shows where you put on the shades and you just go a little bit like internal, and you're just
Yeah,
like going through the motions, and sort of instinct just like kicks in a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But not like all the shows these days I enjoy a lot, man. Yeah, it's never been something I get nervous about or worry about because I feel like I can play a little bit of a role that isn't someone else, but it's just a really exaggerated version of me.
There's
You know what I
the
mean?
tablets that I'm on, so you can see.
Oh, bro, samesies. I won't say
Ah,
it out loud.
there we go.
You're part of the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the crew, bro.
Not sometimes great. Sometimes I have them and I'm a bit like, I don't know. I feel like
Bit
I'm not,
jittery.
I'm a bit like
Y-
I've had 3 or 4 coffees and a Red Bull. I don't
Yeah.
like it. It's a bit
Ye-
like I'm not in control.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. It's definitely, I think I'd sometimes get a little bit like palpitaty and a little bit like panic attacky on them.
Yeah,
I think that's way better than feeling like low and
yeah.
like not productive. So,
I just don't like the what I'm useless at is the consistency of getting up, having a bit of food, taking one, and then the next day I might be like, oh shit, it's midday, I've not took it yet, and then I'll take it, and then I'm like, oh, I can't sleep because I fucking took one too late, and I'm
yeah,
oh
yeah, dude, when I first started, it was a serious journey, like learning how to sleep properly. Like I was
yeah,
sleeping like 2 hours a night. It was mad. Um, but yeah,
side effects, man. I just,
yeah, bro.
but eventually, if hopefully my body adjusts and's like, okay, I'll sleep at a normal hour now, and I won't wake up at 5 a.m. completely wide awake, then I'll be all right.
What's your normal bedtime these days,
I'm
would you say?
horrendous, dude. I work, and I even work in a college, but I
Mm.
still, an early night would be midnight. I'm never asleep before 1:30,
Yeah, that's my sort of jam as well.
and I get up at, genuinely, I have to leave the house some days at 7 a.m. because of
Oof.
childcare and stuff with the dogs.
Yeah, mad thing, bro.
Mental.
Mad things.
So have you got lots of gigs coming up?
Yes, mate. So debut album comes out on October 3rd. Entropy comes into the world, and then 10 days later on October 13th, we're starting a 35 date tour all around Europe.
Jesus Christ. I'm just going to grab my
Ye-
puppy. I'll be 1 second. I
Of
can see him at
course,
the
mate.
top
Yeah,
of the
let's do
stairs.
it. Let's do it. Ah, yeah.
So the reality of real life with two puppies downstairs, fucking
Yeah,
causing
carnage,
carnage.
bro. Are they are you training them at the moment then, or are they on the like, how old did you say they are?
Nearly 5 months.
Oh, they're nearly 5 months. Okay.
So they're still now and then taking a piss in the corner of the lounge, or,
What's
that
your techers? Are you quite strict with them?
we
I
are,
was,
but
I was
there's,
quite strict with my pup. You've
yeah,
got to
this,
be.
I know, but they know that they're not top of the pack, but in the same breath, they're so beautiful and lovely they can get away with murder.
It's hard not to be nice to cute things.
I was like, they're never going to sleep in the bed. And now they're like, no, no, they're both on the pillows above me. My wife, I'm like, oh, God.
So we got a bit of a system where like, because we got cats as well,
Oh,
and
God, trying
usually
to juggle it.
the cat has worked out a way of opening the living room door to let the dog up. So
They're
he
working as
thinks
a team, dude.
they're
Fuck.
for sure, bro. They're a tag team, and what they get a real buzz off is like waking us up at like 5, 6 a.m. to come for the cuddles. That's the end goal for them.
They're
Yeah.
worth it, though. They're worth it. We got to this point now where, because I'm working so much and trying to get the right balance of everything,
Mm.
they even go to doggy daycare, which is like called Waggy Warehouse. So they both get dropped off on a Wednesday. They
Wow.
have all day playing with their friends, and because we pay, they send Facebook videos at updates of them like playing in the warehouse and making friends with other dogs. And I'm like, fucking
Uh,
hell, you have a better life than most kids going to nursery.
oh, so you get little update videos, do you?
Yeah, and they do they have a lunch club and they have an
Oh,
afternoon nap
decent.
club, and they all go in these like little sort of sleeping bags and have like a big afternoon nap. I'm like, Jesus, man.
They're living a charmed life, mate.
Yeah,
They're,
but there are kids. We don't have physical children. They
yeah,
are our children. I don't care what
of
anyone
course.
says. They're
Cherish, yeah, of course, mate. Cherish them every
so
day.
you've got lots of dates coming up. You've got the album
Yeah,
coming out.
yeah. So tour
Are you
starts October
nervous?
13th. Nah, I'm not nervous, man. I'm excited now. I feel like it's been a busy few weeks and we've got a busy few weeks ahead, but most of the work is like almost done. So now it's time to just like enjoy it, man, and enjoy the ride. Super excited to get back out to Europe and just discover more places, meet more amazing people. We're doing some kind of more intimate stripped back shows and like album listening parties as well. So it's going to be cute to have more like chances to sort of get to know the fans a bit and hang out with people in different contexts.
What's great as well is before I came on today, I looked at the
Mm.
dates and stuff, and I was like, "That's cool. Like Manchester's not far. You've got Glasgow, Leeds, Bristol.
Oh,
Some of them have sold out, which is great. Even in Copenhagen, completely sold out.
yeah,
And then you've got almost every date now is low tickets. I'm like, that's fucking cool.
dude. Yeah, we expect probably 90% of the tour will sell out. So it's such a great feeling.
That's
Dude, if you
unreal,
want
isn't
to
it?
come down to Manchester as well, please let me know. I'll pop you on there.
I do
Probably on
appreciate
your
that.
guest list, mate. I want to see you in the pit, losing yourself.
I will do with two puppies going, look, I fucking made it.
Yeah.
Manchester would be good. That's Academy free. That'd be great.
Yes, it's a nice venue, mate.
And then is Glasgow kind of your hometown show?
So Edinburgh is where me and Hector grew up,
Yeah.
but Glasgow's a vibe. They've always been good to us. I love a Scottish crowd. They like to get a little bit loose, a little bit
I
leery.
never have been to Glasgow until the end of last year, and Biffy played the Barrowlands 3 nights running, and they played their first three albums. And I made the trip. It's a 5 hour drive with my best friend Scott, and we went every night. And I was like, this is the best venue I've ever been to. There's something
Yeah,
magical about the Barrowlands, like
yeah.
unreal.
I played it with my last band. It's a vibe, huge
Fucking
vibe.
hell,
Yeah,
amazing. The sound in there and everything. Secondly, genuinely the nicest people I've ever met. Like,
yeah. You can't beat a Scottish person on a night
no,
out, mate. They're
unbelievable.
living their best life, mate.
And
And
just,
I feel like they get a bit of a reputation, Scots,
yeah,
being quite
everyone's like, oh,
miserable,
be
but it's
careful, you get fucking headbutted and stabbed. It's like,
not true, mate. We're a friendly bunch.
yeah, you all just want a nice night out.
Yeah.
That's it. You just want a fun night out.
Yeah.
But I will come back because it's a great place. And when I see the right band playing at the right venue, I'm
Have
going
you
to
been
be
to
there.
Edinburgh before?
Yeah, I loved it. I went there for my
It's so
40th
pretty,
birthday.
so pretty, isn't it? Oh, nice,
My
mate.
wife surprised me. We got up
Lovely.
and said we're going away, and I was like, "Where?" And she's like, "Edinburgh." Drove me all the way to Edinburgh. All my friends, we got a flat, stayed there in an apartment. I loved it, dude. I felt at home there. I was like walking through the park, eating pizza, taking the dogs for a walk, and I just felt like this is such a beautiful place. The right
Mm,
size. It didn't feel too
it is,
intimidating.
yeah. That's the nice thing about Edinburgh. Like if you can basically go on a night out and just like walk home. Everything's so close within the center.
Yeah, it's amazing. And like
Yeah, it's such a pretty.
random places were like bakeries were taking deliveries at like 4 a.m. of their stock or making the food. And I'd walk past and you could just go in and just buy a sausage roll at 4 a.m. from the bakery. It's like,
Mm,
this is amazing.
yeah, for sure. So dangerous though. I'm a big fan of my late night munch.
Yeah.
I tend to not eat much during the day
We're the
because
same
then
person, dude. And then we go to
I be,
bed, we're
I
laying
become a
there.
beast. I become
Yeah.
a beast in the evening, and I just anything, like cheese based, dairy,
Nothing
carbs,
healthy. Yeah.
nothing healthy, mate. Nah, stodgy as you like, mate. I'm a fiend for the mac and cheese.
So where do you live now then? Are you back down in Brighton living or are you back up at North?
So now I'm near my house is near Stratford in London.
Ah,
Yeah. So our studios in Stratford, we're all based. Hector lives on a boat. He's like
wow.
completely refurnished like did the whole boat up from scratch with his wife, which is super cool. And then the boys, Adam and Declan, both live in North London. So
So you, my wife's an English teacher. That's what she
mm,
does. So she teaches
yeah.
English, and I have a good partnership with the RSC in Stratford, the
Oh,
Shakespeare.
okay.
Um,
Nice.
Unbelievable theatre, genuinely the best theatre ever. So I'm always in Stratford because we go and get free tickets and press tickets, and we go
No
and watch.
way.
I went to see the Radiohead one recently. I
Dude,
went to see Macbeth. I went to see.
I don't suppose you've heard of a pub in Stratford called Freaks and Geeks.
No,
So I think you'd love it for one. I'd say
yeah,
that. It's got board games. It's
nice.
got Nintendo. It's got Guitar
I
Hero.
didn't even see it.
It's such a vibe, and that's where we're going to be doing our album listening party on the October the 2nd. And basically, we're going to invite all the fans down, and we're going to listen to the album, and then we're going to play some games, and then the album's going to come out at midnight, and everyone's going to cheer, and
And
it's
that's
going
in
to be amazing.
Stratford.
Yeah, it's in Stratford, Freaks and Geeks. It's called Freaks and Geeks.
That sounds
But it's,
awesome.
dude, it's such a vibe, man. The people in there are like the nicest people you ever meet in London, for
See
sure, man.
that is more attractive than come to Manchester for a free gig. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, bro. Pull through. We'd love to have you.
That'd be
We're
good.
gonna be doing like six acoustic songs, and then we're gonna be playing games, mate, and just having a good time. We've got some money behind the bar. It's
Sitting
gonna,
there playing snakes and ladders.
bro. That's my ideal night out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Me,
calm.
me and my wife will happily, you know.
Last time I was in there, I ended up doing bow and arrow contest with someone.
Really?
He had a rubber bow and arrow set, and we'd set up a target on the other side of the room, and we were just doing full on bow and arrow in the pub,
What
mate.
night is that? Is that a school night or is it a weekend?
So they do
No,
different
that you're
nights.
doing it. That you're doing the show.
Oh, I
You're gonna
believe
tell me it's a fucking Monday now or something?
I think it's like a Thursday.
Yeah, that could be do.
Could be workable.
Yeah,
We'd love to have you, mate. I think you'd fit right in.
it sounds good.
I'd like to take you on at various sort of
What game? What
challenges
game are
and
we going?
board games. I don't know, mate. We should do whatever.
I'm a bit.
Twister.
Twister would be good. Yeah.
Twister.
What's the other great pop up pirate? Fuck yeah.
Pop-up pirate could be good. What's the happy hippos? Could be a touch.
Mate, it's Hungry Hippos.
Hungry hippos, sorry.
Yeah, and we're like, ah,
Yeah, that one, mate. Yeah,
fuck. I'll take you on that.
that'd be good.
Loser has to buy the big round.
Keen, mate. You're
I'm
going
up for
down.
that. Thing
You're
is,
going.
though, a lot of people talk, right? And I come on this podcast and people are like, oh, I'll send you a vinyl. I'll do this. I'll do that. Come to the after party. Come to this. I'll get you press list. I might hold you to this, dude, and I'll come and
Please do,
I'll
mate.
bring fucking
Let's lock it
hungry
in.
hippos.
Mate, let's air shake it, man. Let's shake it
There.
out. There we
Fucking do
go,
it.
buddy. Lock those fingers, yeah.
And
Lovely,
if
bro.
not, I'll come to Manchester. So either way, by the end of the year, we'll have had a beer together.
Mm, sounds good, bro.
And we'll talk more about antidepressants and going to bed at
Oh,
1 a.m. with cheese.
perfect, mate.
Right.
Sounds delightful.
Final question for you, dude, and I'll
Yeah.
let you go and enjoy your evening. So, every guest that comes on, you know the range of guests I've had on.
Mm,
They all have the same final question, so now you're being added to that. As this is all edited and the podcast goes out there for the world to listen to, you get to choose the song that's played at the very end of our interview in our podcast, okay? So what happens is I edit it all, I make it all sound nice. It'll have a couple of snippets from Leap on there, and it'll have like a 30-second bit before we start talking, and then at the end it'll have a 30-second clip from the album. I'll tell people to go and listen to the album, go and buy a ticket, and at the very end a song will play all the way through. Don't pick your own song, that's arrogant,
no,
people won't like it.
no, dude, hell no, hell no,
What
hell
is a song, when I ask you the question, dude, that means a lot to you personally and probably has a good, sincere reason that you want to choose it today?
no.
I'm an arsehole. I haven't give you any time to prep this.
No, I should have done my homework. Okay, let
But
me.
don't do your homework because there's a reason
No.
why it'll come to your heart and soul before any other today, dude. Honestly, Jack, there'll be a reason why this song was meant to happen.
Mm, I kind of want to go. Yeah, I'm gonna do it just because instinctively, yeah, this band is just I love them so much, and they're not around anymore. But Arcade Fire,
Oh man, I've not
keep
heard them for
keep. I
ages.
think I'll go with Keep the Car Running. I don't know if you know that song, but it's
I know their songs
yeah.
and I'm really useless because I've become so lazy. I just listen to songs and I don't know the song titles anymore. I just go, oh, it's track 2 or track 3, but I'll know it when
Basically,
I hear
it's
it.
that tune that they played on Jonathan Ross show, and he ended up smashing the camera with his.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And that version itself is lit as well. But yeah, I think I'll go for that. I don't know why, mate. You put me on the spot. You made me panic. But I'm happy with my choice. I'm happy with my choice. I hope the listeners enjoy.
I
I
saw them
love it.
live
It's
and
a, it's a
they
great
were awesome.
yeah. It's a great tune for if you're driving.
Dude, look at this, right? My phone just beeped. I just needed to make sure it wasn't anything important. I've
Yeah.
opened my phone while I'm on the phone to you. Your album
What?
being promoted to me on
Are you getting
Facebook.
hit? You're getting hit by those algos, bro.
Look at that. And that's just because they're listening to me and you talking. So I've just opened Facebook just thinking, oh, fuck, I hope it's not something too important
Yeah,
like a
man.
dog video. And there's
I
your
love it.
album, look.
Well, mate, you better go make the purchase then, I suppose.
I have
What's gonna
to. Look
keep
at that. I get signed vinyl.
get the bundle deal, mate. You can afford it.
I can't afford it. I'm a podcaster. What are you on about?
I'm joking, mate.
That's
We'll,
a
we'll sort
beautiful, look at that beautiful set.
we'll sort you out. We'll sort you
Exclusive
out. About
edition.
it.
That
Don't you
looks
worry about that.
sexy.
It's quite sexy. The white album though, isn't it?
God, that's beautiful.
Thank you so much, mate. Liam Maxwell, a Manchester-based photographer, took the images. He's
Yeah.
absolute gangster.
I was trying to
Uh,
work out what your tattoos were, dude. I'm very big on tattoos, and I keep seeing you got a Roman numeral on your wrist.
Yeah, so that's 19. So that I got that when my first band, it took us like 19 months to get signed.
Nice.
So I just like the Roman numerals. And then I've got some proper jailbait tats as well here, mate. Got this little Pac-Man here.
That's amazing.
It looks pretty some of them are quite ghetto to be honest, mate. But
What's the big one on your forearm?
this one here.
Yeah.
Oh no, this one.
Yeah.
So that's like it's a jack and a king, like the playing cards.
Oh, nice.
Upside down, but yeah, the first tune I ever wrote was called Jack to a King. My brother designed that for me. So
I like that you've got decent reasons, not just like, yeah, here's a
yeah,
pizza.
it looks sick, mate.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, mate, you got any tats? You got any ink?
So what I did is when
Oh,
Simon
we
Neil,
stripping down now, are we?
Simon Neil from Biffy Clyro came on for episode 300, and
Wow.
that's his signature on my arm.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
Do you like Jeff Buckley?
Jeff Buckley, I adore him.
So Last Goodbye in his handwriting from the set list before he died.
No, really. I wanted to get a Lover You Should Have Come Over tat.
I want the lyrics of that. Yeah,
What's sitting on a wake of memory for a kingdom for a kiss upon your shoulder.
yeah,
That
yeah. Have you seen his documentary yet? His new film that's
I
just come
haven't
out.
seen it.
No,
He was a sexy motherfucker as well, wasn't
he had everything. Like he had the looks, he had the charisma. He's just beautiful,
he? Yeah, he was like 6'3" or
and
something as well,
and
wasn't
genuinely, Grace for me is probably the most up
he?
there is the most perfect album. Love You Should Have Come Over is probably my favorite song, and I Want Last Goodbye played at my funeral.
Yeah, I might go for something a bit more cheery at my funeral.
What were we thinking?
For once in my life, I won't let sorrow hurt me.
Nice. Or
Don't
Savage
know, a bit of
Garden.
Stevie,
Do a
bit of
360.
Savage God. It's got to be Savage, isn't it?
They're
Full
probably free to
circle.
come and play it as well. That's
um,
fantastic, Mr. Fox. That tattoo there from Wes Anderson.
love,
Uh,
love.
that is a bird from. Do you like the music and songwriter Casey Musgraves?
I don't know. I'm not so super familiar with their work, but I know the
Cameron
name.
Cameron Crowe's handwriting from the film director Almost Famous. If you've
Okay,
never
so
seen the
you
film
got a
Almost
story,
Famous,
but
dude, you need to fucking go and watch that film.
let me check that out.
Almost Famous. It's about a band. It's about a
Mm.
journalist that follows Black Sabbath on tour.
Oh, dude, yes, I know this movie. This is
It's a
class.
masterpiece.
Yeah, it's the young journalist, right?
Yeah,
He's trying to get the story.
with Stillwater. Yeah,
Such
one
a
of the most.
vibe. Such a vibe.
That's Frank Turner. We did a set at 2000 Trees, so we had a tattoo to celebrate.
Nice. Frank Turner's doing the Sex Pistols now, isn't he?
That's Frank Carter.
Frank Carter.
I
Oh,
always
yeah.
get them mixed up, dude. I
Same
always
here.
get them. And then unfortunately, my beautiful dog passed away in February, so I had a paw put on me.
Oh, mate, I'm sorry to hear that, bruv.
And so that's why we've got the puppies now because we're ready to
Yeah,
start a new
you got to
family.
cover that wound with some more cuteness.
So yeah, we've both got tattoos that are meaningful.
Yeah, bro. Legendary behavior.
I need to get some more,
Dude, let's do it. Let's tat each other next time we see each other. Let's
mate.
get something.
Frank Carter, the guy you mentioned from the Sex Pistols, he came on the podcast and we had a really good chat. He's a really good guy. And we ended
Mm,
the interview with, when I see you in person, because he's a tattooist, we're going to tattoo each
mm.
other. He's going to tattoo something on me and I'm going to tattoo something on him.
I love that, mate. I want to get on this bandwagon, mate. Get me involved.
What will you get? What should we tattoo on each other, dude?
Um, should we get a little face tat?
A real simple, just like a tear on each other.
Yeah, keen, mate.
There you go.
Do it.
If I come to fucking Stratford now and my wife's like, have a nice night, it's a Thursday, enjoy yourself, and I end up playing Pop Up Pirates, get
Yeah.
absolutely annihilated, hammered, and wake up with a fucking face tattoo, she's not going to like me and you hanging out again, dude.
She might low key find it attractive as well, though.
She might be like, that's really cool.
Might
Like,
like,
you've
fuck,
got,
that's what's been missing.
yeah, I've got like a big
A face
18
tat.
written on my cheek.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, dude, I feel like this is the start of a good friendship.
I very much hope so, mate. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks
for
for
having
coming
me.
on. Yeah, I will tell the whole world when this comes out. I've got a lot of listeners, so I'm
Yeah,
going to tell them all to go and listen to your album and
please
buy
do,
it
mate.
and go and
October
see you.
3rd, October 3rd is the big date. And
Well, I'll
then
have that tattooed on my forehead when we see each other. October
October
3rd.
October 3rd, bro. That's the date. That's when it's all happening.
Good. I'm going to meet you soon. Enjoy the rest of your evening ahead. Enjoy your carbs in about 4 hours.
I will do, bro.
And thank you for your
I'm
time,
going
dude.
big tonight, mate. I'm doing a double dinner tonight. Thank you very much, mate. Lovely chatting with you.
I will see you soon.
Peace and love,
Take
baby.
care, man.
Take it and run. I've been waiting too long, burning holes in my
So there's my interview with me and Jack from the awesome band Leap. Hopefully you enjoyed that interview as much as me. You could probably tell I absolutely hit it off with Jack straight away. I hope to be playing Snakes and Ladders in a bar very soon, getting drunk, and hopefully end up with a face tattoo. All from hopefully the first time we meet each other. If you've enjoyed today's episode, guys, please share it. You know the score by now. Most of you have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever social media channel you use. Why not take a second just to share the episode? Leap are getting huge. They've got a great fan base, real hardcore fans. It might be a friend of yours that's on your list of friends, sees the artwork for Mark and Me. Oh, Leap, they're a great band. I'll check out the interview. They subscribe to Mark and Me and then they're listening each and every week just because you shared it on your feed. So please, if you can, do that for me and I'll always keep these podcasts free of charge. Also, guys, I do have a Patreon, so if you do want to go that extra mile, go on the Mark and Me website, sign up on the Patreon page. It's literally £1 a month, and I'm going to be introducing the Lost Tapes in the next couple of weeks. So watch out, there's going to be loads of new interviews exclusive for people on Patreon. Also, I want to give a shout out to the sponsors of Mark and Me. Firstly, Richer Sounds. If you love bands like Leap and you want to get yourself a brand new stereo, if people call it now, I don't know, do they call it a stereo? Whatever, a speaker, a turntable, a record deck, anything to do with audio and visual, hit up richersounds.com or visit any of their high street stores. And lastly, Vice Press. If you want to get yourself a collectible art print that is completely licensed and official by the best artists in the world, go on vicepress.com, treat yourself to something and use the discount code MarkandMe10 for 10% off your first purchase. Right, I say this each and every time on Mark and Me, but things aren't slowing down. I've got loads of great stuff coming up and some really exciting interviews over the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to do some editing, but in the meantime, go and listen to this band Leap, go and get yourself a ticket, go and listen to the album, and I'll speak to you all very soon.